Good morning and welcome to real-time watercolor painting at 8 a.m. I don't know if I'm really capable of doing an 8 a.m. every day, but this is the fifth or sixth day in a row though. Only 2 minutes late today. This was our last project. I was not really thinking that that apple is so great. So I thought, well, a good thing to start with would be, could we add luster and depth to the apple? And I don't know if that's such a great idea as a warm-up. Yesterday we did a warm-up of this pear, and it looks a lot better than the pear we're trying to paint here. Anyway, maybe we should try to improve this pear. This, I thought it was cotton paper, but then turns out it's not cotton paper. So anyway, maybe we just keep working on this and make it the best version of not so great that we can. So what do we want to do here? Let's see. The rock was coming out okay. The background, I mean, it's whatever. It doesn't look that great, that's for sure. I guess really what would be good would be to put another layer on the background, but who wants to do that? Maybe later. Let's try to get things going on that apple or pear. Um, hmm. So this end of the pear is really not happening at all. This is actually, the rock is actually underneath there. Let's see if we can get a good gray for the rock. That looks like a gray. It's kind of on the warm side. Let's see if we can lean into blue on that gray. This is a bit green. The rock is a bit green. I don't know if we really want green right there. Green here looks good because that green is, you know, forward. Green generally comes forward. Let's see about this gray here. Let's see if we can establish the negative space that is to the left of the pear right there. So this is definitely too dark, but I'll lift up some of that paint in a second. Good. Removing water from the brush. So having the rock hug the outside of the pear right there is probably not a great idea, but too late now because it is kind of hugging the outside of the pear. So just for next time, we want to be careful about such a compositional element as hugging. Now I want to get a little bit of the brown. Somehow this is like brown, this front area. So there we go. Now we got some brown in there. That's cool. I'm leaving this little white because that is gonna help us down the road. This whole edge is messed up, but it doesn't matter because this is an early layer. Let's go right here with the brown. Kind of a rust color right here. And you know, we accidentally like painted this on wood pulp paper, which is unfortunate, but I decided we're gonna keep going anyway. So this is gonna go here. That's kind of a radical brown, but we are exaggerating the color that is in there. Right here is definitely a brownish. Here we're going to kind of smear into this. Let's see if we can smear into that. Yes, that did do a good smear into. And there's another little brown there. I'm going to just go a little more intense with the brown, and let's hit this little spot here. Well, if you use your imagination, the rock is looking pretty good, and this was the primary challenge of this subject was, can we paint a rock? And I would say the rock's coming out great. I don't know about that pear or the apple. Okay. Seeing a lot of that rust color now suddenly. Yesterday we didn't see that much of that rust color. Okay, I'm gonna go exaggerate the rust right here. Ready? Go right here. That is quite an exaggeration. I was not really planning to exaggerate that much, but then down here we can just actually do a solid line. I'm gonna blot that up so it's a very subtle, hopefully. Okay, much more subtle now. That is a wild exaggeration. I want to get more of a green gray. And do some of these areas right here. There's one. There's another one like right here. I'm gonna sort of right here, and yeah, you can see in the shadow there's like a dark shadow. Let's see without that. Oh, you see about this area where the shadow of the stem is. Hey, two people here. How is everybody this morning? Having a difficult time to maintain 8 a.m. I don't know why, as far as jumping on here doing real-time watercolor painting. I was not able to do my usual fast or time lapse saying, hey, come on over. But I did manage to get some coffee before we started. The rock might look silly, but I say that rock is coming along nicely. Best thing happening on this painting right now. Sandwiches cut in half. You know what? I got a bagel and a Halloween eyeball, which I just thought about. You know, might be a good thing to paint today, since we accidentally started this painting wood pulp paper. I was desperately running around trying to find something to paint. So, you know, I got a couple of croissant paintings that came out really good, both completely different, but they came out good. So I thought, let's try our hand with a bagel. Anyway, the big challenge here is this rock, and then our big challenge is going to be fix the background, which we painted yesterday, and that's where we really understood that we were on wood pulp paper, because the paper almost like disintegrated and turned into a big wavy mess. So, oh, what happened to that comment? Oh well. Anyway, just continue on. What kind of holiday is it today? I noticed it's a teacher's work day. That means it's a secret holiday that no one wants to talk about. So anyway, let's see. Well, I think I'm going to. I see this wonderful color right here. I think I'm going to put this somewhere in the pear. Why else would that color be here? Maybe even take a touch of this, and I think go right here on the pear. Let's see. Oh yeah, man, look at that. We're finally going places on the pear. I'm just gonna do a hair a bit right there. Oh yes, gosh darn it. Finally, a important happening stroke on the pear. Let's see if I'll go right here also. All right. And then there's also a this brown stuff, which, you know, you can see on this pear. You see that brown stuff that's like right by the stem. I would always try to avoid brown stuff like that on fruit until I saw a Caravaggio where he had depicted the brown stuff with great a great level of accuracy. So this seems dark for the brown stuff, or gold stuff, or stuff that looks like rust, but it's gonna dry light. So let's see. And it does not have to be exactly what's happening there with the brown stuff, you know. I mean, if we get a different shape, slightly different shape, that's fine. They didn't trot out the Mona Lisa with the model, you know, saying, look how much this looks like me. Oh yeah, and Renoir, famous artist, his models always complained, allegedly, that there was no likeness. But his models are long gone, and his paintings are still there, hanging in the museum. So just put some what do you call it? Orange areas in the pear. There, pear is really starting to come into focus, thankfully. I think I want just a hint of red right here. So I'm just gonna see if I can get a very subtle red just right here. Yeah, we got it. I don't know if that's such a great idea for, as far as our composition, but I see it there. I want to, you know, have it represented. Our stem is actually in the wrong place, and I know I come to find it's really more like down to here. I really don't know if we want to change that. We could just give it a try since this painting is uh, almost like a lost cause. Let's see if we just go down like that. Okay, yeah, that's cool. And that's more of where that stem really is. And we need a shadow right there, and hopefully that goes dries light. While we're in stem world, let's see about putting the apple stem. This, that's the top of the stem and the bottom of the stem. We don't really want the whole stem the same color. Excuse me. 16 minutes. Well, that might be long enough for my live commitment for 8 a.m. live, which didn't start at 8 a.m., started at 8 minutes, 2 minutes after 8. I have the other apple. We were saying we wanted to fix up this apple, make it more apple-ish. Too bad about the paper, because this could be a pretty special watercolor here. Yeah. I guess I'm going to see about it's a little bit of an unnatural stem color, but I'm going to see about right there. I'll put some more. Now we got two colors in the stem, which is good. One thing for sure is the stems on this were magnificent. I don't think we could get ask for a better stem. So, how about we do a green gray, which I just happen to have right here. We're going to try to do the negative space by this stem right here. And then we got the shadow of the stem. So this is a negative space. And then the shadow of the stem. We had started it with a red right there. Time to complete the picture. And then the way that the watercolor is laying on the paper is just, you know, saying loud and clear, I'm not actually cotton paper. Alright, we're just going to get a little bit darker right here for part of that stem. Shadow, the shadow of the stem. Okay, we got the shadow of the stem in there. Let's also try to get this little crevice that's right here. So now you can see the emerging lower end of the stem is revealing itself because we have painted the background, or the negative space, which is actually the green area in the apple. So there's an exciting moment. Now I want to see about, let's see if we can just get some of these yellows, yellow greens that's right here. And see, we did red, and you can see this matches this shape roughly for the yellow, green, gold that's here, and then we painted red, and that is the approximate shape of the yellow, green, gold. So let's see what we got here. This is a call for the tester. It's a wannabe yellow, green, gold. See if we go here. That's a exaggerated yellow, green, gold. Just looking for other paints to lean into the green a little more. This is supposed to be a dedicated yellow palette, but let's see. That could be good. That's definitely an exaggerated yellow, green, gold. Let's just boldly say hi. We're going to go right here. Okay. That's definitely bold. Now I want to lean into a cadmium yellow right there, which we just happen to have a cadmium yellow somewhere here. Where is that? I don't know how the pros do it, but now I got 4 different, what do you call it, palettes happening. I think what I'd like to do is have maybe this kind of palette and just have like color groups on each one. I was often contemplating how can we make an effective palette. Okay, wow, that's great. All right, that's really coming forward on an area of the apple that does indeed come forward, and I want to really, this is the same color that kind of goes through here. I'm just going to hit another one right here. Definitely an exaggerated color, but for this part of the apple is great because this is the part of the apple that's closest to the viewer. We really want it to come forward. Hey, Sanel, Sanel, big hello back to you and thank you for the greeting. You did not get any thumbs up yet. I think that today's real-time watercolor is a belly flop. Okay, and I'm going to take that same yellow and put it down here to reinforce this shadow. It's allegedly a shadow in the pear there. I'm going to go right here also, because we have to boldly get some paint on this paper, or we're going to be sitting here for a long time. And with here I got a green, I want to go right here because I'm trying to match the whatever passes for intensity in this whole shadow area. And I don't know if a yellow gray is appropriate, but I'm just going to go right here with a yellow gray, and let's hope for the best. This edge at the bottom is you know, not good, but we can establish a better edge, I think, by we went more so. I would just do the negative space down here, shadow, because like this is not all of this area. It's just it's a rough edge, but we need to just try to get the middle of the pear, like, you know, the pear is here. We're trying to get all this, and then when we're all done with that, then we can do a very tight shadow, you know, underneath, but then we're already, you know, well on our way in the center area. So in our imagination, this whole borderline, which is the bottom edge, is going to, you know, be snapping into riveting detail. Now I want to smear this a little bit. And again, if we were on cotton paper, that would smear pretty good, but I don't know if it's going to smear that good here. I want to come up here and have an alternative kind of yellow. And then I think we have succeeded there. And to just see about if any of this paint will go bye-bye. And some of it did go bye-bye, so you know, having a wider area here than here will help to make this area look like it's closer to the viewer than anything over here because of its wide area. High contrast wide area is going to appear closer. It was rough to begin today's real-time watercolor painting on time because I don't know, it slept funny, but I gotta do a real-time watercolor video and just have it saved in drafts, so the day that I can't handle starting at 8 a.m. I just slap that up there. I don't know what to do about it, though. I tried that once. It was a mixture of real-time and stop motion. Anyway, it's coming along nice. As again, we're you know, moaning and groaning that we're on wood pulp paper. The last time we were stuck on wood pulp paper, we did this, which it looks actually pretty good. But so I guess, you know, it is possible to work on wood pulp paper, but then this was on the back, yesterday's warm-up. I'm looking for specific stuff that says hello in wood pulp paper. All I could really see is the way this paint moved around right there. There's no real glaring hello, look how cheap of paper I am. I couldn't say, well, okay, right here, that's an indication of wood pulp paper, the way these paint's running around in there. But it doesn't look bad, I don't know. Anyway, good practice. So here, I think that this subtle tone probably be good right here with just a little more green in it. Let's see if we can just come up here and say hello. I'm gonna a little bit of green. Yes, we did. Go a little more intense. Okay. And then back here, let's see about some yellow. That needs more yellow. And it's okay, but so that's not bad. Lift some of that paint off now. Just go up. And then down here, that's a bigger shadow. Let's see if we can actually get that shadow. This is negative space, okay. Oh wow, okay. So now you can actually see the way the stem emerges after we paint the negative space of the apple. The negative space behind the stem, that is. Oh, I think I'm going to do a quick time lapse painting this area. Everyone have a great day. I appreciate anyone who stopped by. And we're doing real-time watercolor painting every morning, 8 a.m. And sorry I was 2 minutes late today. And here we're working on a rock, pear, and apple. And we just did the negative space behind that stem, which I thought came out pretty nice. And so therefore I want to do a time-lapse video explaining that process. So to see you guys next time, thanks again.